Marlon Brando, Biography. 1. Basic information. Full name, Marlon Brando Jr. Date of birth, April 3, 1924. Place of birth, Omaha, Nebraska, United States. Date of death, July 1, 2004, aged 80. Occupation, actor, director, producer. Years active, 1944 to 2001. Acting style, method acting, deeply emotional, psychologically internalized performance. 2. Early life. Marlon Brando was born into a troubled family as the youngest of 3 children. His father, Marlon Brando Sr., was a chemical feed manufacturer, while his mother, Dorothy Pennybaker, was an amateur actress with a drinking problem. She had a significant influence on Brando's passion for acting and had even taught acting to the young Henry Fonda. Brando had a rebellious youth, being expelled from several schools. After high school, he moved to New York in 1943 and enrolled in the New School, and later studied under Stella Adler at the Actors Studio, where he was introduced to the method acting technique developed from Konstantin Stanislavski's system. 3. Career. Early career, 1944 to 1950 from stage to screen. Brando began his career on stage. His breakthrough came with his powerful performance as Stanley Kowalski in Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire in 1947. His raw, naturalistic acting style caught critical attention. In 1950, he made his film debut in The Men, playing a paraplegic World War II veteran, a role that required intensive research and emotional depth. 1950s, rise to stardom. The 1950s marked Brando's golden decade, during which he delivered some of his most iconic performances. 1951, A Streetcar Named Desire, reprising his role as Stanley Kowalski in the film adaptation, received an Academy Award nomination. 1953, Julius Caesar, played Mark Antony, impressing critics with his mastery of Shakespearean language. 1954, On the Waterfront, played Terry Malloy, an ex-boxer turned whistleblower. Won his first Academy Award for Best Actor. 1955, Guys and Dolls. 1957, Sayonara, tackled racial prejudice, earning another Oscar nomination. 1960s, decline and controversy. Brando's career faced setbacks in the 1960s due to a string of commercial failures and behind-the-scenes issues. Mutiny on the Bounty, 1962, was a costly and chaotic production, and Brando earned a reputation for being difficult on set. Though still respected as an actor, studios became hesitant to work with him due to his unpredictability. 1970s, legendary comeback. Brando made a triumphant return with 2 of the most celebrated roles in film history. 1972, The Godfather, as Vito Corleone, the aging mafia patriarch. Brando's performance became iconic. He won the Academy Award for Best Actor, but famously declined the award, sending Native American activist Sachin Littlefeather in his place to protest Hollywood's portrayal of indigenous peoples. 1973, Last Tango in Paris, a controversial film noted for its raw emotional content. Brando's deeply personal performance drew critical acclaim but also sparked ethical debates. 1980s, 2000s, final years. Brando appeared in fewer films but continued to make memorable appearances. 1978, Superman, played Jor-El, Superman's father. 1979, Apocalypse Now, as Colonel Kurtz. Though his screen time was limited, his performance was chilling and unforgettable. 1996, The Island of Dr. Moreau, a critical failure, though Brando's eccentric performance remained a talking point. 2001, The Score, his final film role, alongside Robert De Niro and Edward Norton. 4. Personal life. Brando led a tumultuous personal life, with a reputation for being charismatic yet erratic. He was married 3 times and had at least 11 children, some born from affairs. 2 major personal tragedies haunted his later life. His son, Christian Brando, was convicted of manslaughter in 1990 for killing the boyfriend of his half-sister, Cheyenne Brando. Cheyenne struggled with depression and eventually took her own life in 1995. These events led Brando to become increasingly reclusive in his final years. 5. Death and legacy. Marlon Brando died on July 1, 2004, at the age of 80, from respiratory failure related to pulmonary fibrosis and diabetes. His ashes were scattered in Tahiti, where he had lived during Mutiny on the Bounty, and Death Valley, California. Legacy and influence. Ranked number 4 on the American Film Institute's list of the greatest male screen legends of all time. Widely credited with revolutionizing screen acting with his intense, naturalistic approach. Inspired generations of actors including Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Jack Nicholson, Johnny Depp, and Sean Penn.